business is growing, your company is growing, are you implementing this key step in your business, in your company, as you are growing? Growth is very, very exciting. You're probably seeing more contracts, more monies in your bank account. You have a bigger team, and it's always an exciting time as your business, your company is growing. It's pretty exciting. And I often think about as a mom, as I've seen my little babies grow over the time, there's so many changes. There are changes in their understanding, there are changes in the things they do, there are changes in what they like to eat. Sometimes they used to eat something and then they're not eating it anymore. There are changes in the amounts they're eating, and they're boys too. So growth just brings different things to the journey. The trajectory changes as there is growth. So we're talking about as your company is growing, don't miss this key step. So please state where you're joining from in the comments. And also, if you have any questions, questions or comments, feel free to place them in the chat. Do remember to share this video, this broadcast as well. We are a community and it's important to keep everyone on board and share valuable information. And of course, if you need to take notes, do take notes. I encourage you to take notes all the time. So, your company is growing. One of the things, and I see it so often with companies as they grow, as you're growing as a company, as a business, you forget to have systems and processes that are effective. Systems and processes, yes, it is important. It is essential to have systems and processes in your company, and especially as you grow, because remember, as you are growing, you are having more monies flowing through your business, right? There's more cash. You have different types of projects handling. You will have team members handling. And with team, for example, and it's like a branch, right? Like a tree. The branches, like, spreading out. So, for example, if you have a bigger team, then of course you have to start thinking about benefits, handling, ensuring that the hours are correct when it comes to payroll, vacation, getting into all that, as well as, separation of duties, control, ensuring that, okay, we have certain standards when it comes to quality of work. And also think about it, if you have more monies coming through your bank account, bigger projects, again, you have to now think about managing cash, managing money. You have to think about, okay, we don't want to have monies leaking, wastage, right? You want to think about controlling expenses even more. So as you grow, there needs to be systems and processes in your company that are effective. Another one I want to talk about is, for example, when you think about if you don't have a system or process for collecting monies, then your business is going to be at risk for non-payment, underpayment, incorrect payment. There are times where, as CEOs, business owners, entrepreneurs, based on how your business is set up, your company is set up, you sometimes, if you don't have effective systems and controls, you might be paid and you don't know that you're paid. It could be that you don't know that person's owe you, right? And I've seen it happen, that snowball effect, where it's like, before you know it, you're owed thousands of dollars over a long time. And you're like, how did this happen? Right? And again, it happened because there's not a system, not a process that is being followed. Because, for example, let's talk about invoicing. And I do have that whole process in a course that I have. I have a course on that, but I'm just going to quickly go through at a high level. So invoicing and collections, being paid, starts with invoicing, right? This whole accounts receivable, persons who owe you, it's the starting point is invoices. So are your invoices correct? Are they in the right order? Do they have the right information? After your invoices are set out, then there has to be a process to follow up. Did they get the invoice? Did you send it to the right person? Is that person no longer there? Is that email address no longer being used? Or has the company changed the address? So there are stages and steps to this whole invoicing process to ensure that you are paid timely and paid the correct amount. So if as a CEO, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, you don't have a process to ensure that you are paid correctly and on time, then again, that's a breakdown in your business, right? And we have seen, I'm sure you have seen where because of companies being owed thousands of dollars, sometimes millions, they have to go bankrupt. They are out of business. So it's not something to be taken lightly. So again, invoicing, that's just an example I'm using of having effective systems, effective processes in your business. Do not miss this step. If you have team members coming on, there needs to be a system or a guideline, a roadmap, a playbook. There needs to be a manual, something that they know, okay, this is a standard at which we operate. This is how we treat our clients. This is when it comes to certain jobs. This is, there might be a checklist that you have, especially when it comes to quality control. That is very important. You want to make sure that, okay, when the job is done, we have certain reviews, certain checkbacks. And if you're going to do a quote, this is something that we need to look out for to ensure that the quote is the best quote, right? Because, when you underquote, overquote, underbid, you get into a whole lot of other thing, which I'll leave for another discussion. But again, that is why it all goes back to having systems and processes in your business, in your company that are effective. You do want to ensure that you have that set up properly in your company. And growth is exciting. And as you grow, it's an exciting season. However, it is important that as your company is growing, you have tighter systems, tighter processes, to ensure that you are, at a reduced risk of fraud. You can never eliminate fraud. You try to minimize it. So you want to ensure that the systems and processes you have are minimizing the likelihood of you being a victim of fraud. You want to also ensure that the systems and processes that you have lead to greater quality in terms of service, the jobs, the products that you're offering as well. You want to also make sure that the systems and processes that you are having in your company, in your business, do lead to you having profitable business, profitable services, products that are being offered. Sometimes it's exciting, the sale, the sale, the sale. However, if it's not profitable, then again, it does not add value. It does not add anything to your bank account if it's not a profitable sale. So you want to have systems and processes in your business that do help to kind of, what should I say, get everything all together in your business. I'm trying to find the right phrase there. So don't miss setting up effective systems and processes in your business. It is very, very important. And another thing that I found as I'm winding down is that sometimes you need that second set of eyes to really help you with, okay, does this process work? Does this, because in your mind as a CEO, entrepreneur, business owner, it looks fine to you. You're very experienced, right? And it is always important to have another set of eyes that, okay, there's a loophole here. We should probably implement this additional step to safeguard us from fraud or, improving the quality and so forth. So do remember that when it comes to effective systems and processes in your business, you don't want to miss that at all. You want to have it. And again, systems and processes are continuously updated. As your business changes, as your company grows, you have to now think of different ways of doing things to support that growth, to support where your company is at. Automation is very important. However, don't get too what I call like jumping on the bandwagon when it comes to automation, because you want to ensure that whatever system softwares that you're using, it is working for your business, right? So do bear these things in mind as your business grows. If you do need some support with your growth, setting up systems, processes, I'm happy to continue the conversation with you. And don't forget, it's very important, even when you think about on the cyber side, that's a whole area, right? Financial side. There's so many different areas to your business. It is important to have systems and processes that are effective. So if you do have any questions, you can share them in the comment, reach out to me if you're not too sure when it comes to systems and processes, where to start. And I'll be happy to have a chat with you on that. And yeah, so I will be signing off in 3, 2, 1. Bye, guys.